What's up, everybody? June 2000 here with the CWO of Sean at Cinephile Sanity, Jan over at Villainous Vixen, and Texas over at Texas Hardcore 1965. And we're gonna about to be watching the 2002 Neil Marshall werewolf action film Dog Soldiers, and it's also his film initial debut.
You may never get another night's sleep as long as you live.
Now, as of this moment, as far as we're concerned, we are 50k behind enemy lines. Now, expect nothing less than gratuitous violence from the lot of you.
Every year, more and more people come through here. Every once in a while, they don't come back.
Captain?
You've got to get me out of here.
Looks like they got hit hard and fast. Every magazine is full.
From here on in, the exercise is over.
Exactly what is it we're fighting against?
Lycanthropes.
That's werewolves to you and me.
You came here because of them, right?
This is supposed to be a routine training exercise, and that's all.
Quick survival lies not in running and hiding.
Salvage whatever weapons you can find and stand to.
We shut down the generator.
Why would they do that?
Because they can see in the dark.
And you're afraid of it. There was only supposed to be one! Tore them to pieces is in front of my eyes!
Honestly. What are our chances?
So, if Little Red Riding Hood should show up with a bazooka and a bad attitude, I expect you to tin the bitch.
You're bloody loving this, aren't you?
Good evening.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, how's it going, Juno, Texas, and Jen?
Doing good?
I'm so excited to watch this because I really loved it the first time around.
Yeah, it was a while for me with seeing this one, but you know, it's I gotta say it's one of the better modern werewolf movies, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to say hey to the chat. Are you there, Jim Movie Channel?
Hey, what's up, Jim? But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out on Sunday for Christmas Bloody Christmas for Rosalia's birthday. So that was a really good turnout and a good time overall.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
I got the best ones yet.
Yeah, the holidays are off to a good start, I guess you could say.
Yep.
And we also have Brooke Scarlett. Speaking of her saying hello, everyone, her birthday's coming up on the 20th, if I remember correctly, which we will be streaming that night with Black Christmas for the 50th anniversary.
Yep. Black Christmas.
I got to go get another device. I'll be right back.
Yep. Hey there, Chester. Zodiac. Always good to see you. And Jimmy. James Van Dusen. Yep. Yeah, Rosalie. What's up? You got still happy birthday to you, Rosalie. And we also saw a pretty damn good movie on that day. I enjoyed that. Christmas, Bloody Christmas, vicious movie.
That was fun.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, this is a werewolf movie that goes ape and crazy with a lot of action and carnage throughout. Hey there, Anthony Shelbert.
Chobo.
Yeah, I get a shout out to you on my opening to Action Jackson.
Yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, I did see that. Thank you, Anthony.
And he's still up to the 2007 memoirs.
Yeah, we got 14 people in here right now. So tomorrow night, what are we watching again? Better Watch Out?
Yes, sir.
2016?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be watching that tomorrow on Texas's channel. And then the very next day, we'll be watching Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is another one that's 40 years old this year. Naughty.
They said don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room.
I just laughed at that.
I'll be going over all the wigs again in that thing, in that piece, like we did last year.
Yeah, I'm not wearing the Santa hat tonight because we're not watching a Christmas movie. So,
yep,
you're looking all military, like the military we're going to be watching anyway. So,
that's a good special occasion setting right there.
It's actually getting kind of cold, so I had to put the hand warmers that Moonbeam made me last year. So, you know.
I like the color on that, the pattern stuff. Dude,
Yeah,
this look really nice. Like you could have lied to me and been like, "Yo, I bought these at fucking this store." I'd be like, "Okay, damn, dude."
Yeah, but you know me, I'm honest. I don't lie. So, and I'd rather say that she made them for me, like she did. So, but it's funny because like, she's like, "What colors do you want?" And I go, "Well, my favorite colors are red and black." So she goes, "Okay," and then at the time, she was doing a lot of stuff for people, and I said, "Well, I guess that's going to take like a whole, it's going to take you a few months because of your other 1,000 projects, that you're working on."
Right.
But lo and behold, within a couple of weeks, here they were.
Yeah, those are badass. Texas.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are really
Johnny,
nice.
Yeah, Johnny's up in the chat. He's up to
What's
his
up,
1957.
All I gotta say is,
memoirs.
Johnny, you had me and Jen dying earlier with that Juno rant clip, man. I had to upload that to my channel, so, man. Woo!
Well, definitely share right here. Thank you, Johnny, for this.
Fuck Don Fettuccine, piece of shit, crying about the new show being canceled. Fuck Don Fettuccine, aka Don Fettuccine, motherfucking Fettuccine up your ass. Fuck Don Fettuccine. Fuck Comet Chucky. Fuck Ass Up Chucky. And fuck Cult Fucky. Don Fettuccine's a fucking dick, and he eats shit.
Fuck Don Faggottini, fucking Ass of Chucky, Cum of Chucky, fucking piece of shit. I wish I could recite the whole thing, but Jesus Christ.
Ass of Chucky.
Good stuff.
It's just so bad, you're right. I'm so glad that show is canceled.
Yeah,
Go
ahead.
Just wait.
It's just like,
go ahead. Sorry. Go, Juno, go.
I just said that he's just tearing up and he's sad that his show's is canceled. But fuck his movies that he wants to try to bring back because they're horse's ass. And it's gonna be more garbage shit. and it's just a big mount of shit that will just be more torturing to watch.
Oh shit, man.
Well,
I needed that laugh today. I don't know. I just needed that laugh after seeing that shit, man. Just reminded me that I'm alive, you know.
But just, wait till they finally put out the Spanish version of Chucky, which is Chucky, and it's going to be Chucky versus Cantinflas, and I'd already told that to like Rosalia, and Mayanne. So, I mean, people will pay to see that because, they'll have to raise Cantinflas back from the dead,
Zodiac said jizz and Chucky. Jizz and Chucky.
Oh gosh, that's similar to Chucky.
This is sifting for corn nuggets in a river of shit from Jim's movie channel. Sifting.
Oh gosh.
See, this is why Juno doesn't need to smoke weed. He's just naturally feeling good at all times of the day. So,
yeah, and I agree. Chester, queef fettuccine with ucha fettuccine sauce.
Fettuccine sauce.
Oh man, then I just thought of it, Felchicini, man.
Woo!
Hey there, Jose. Yeah.
But if anybody doesn't know what felching is, I'm not going to tell you. That's like when people ask me, what's the meaning of life? And I say, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you.
Fuck Don Felicio Fettuccine. Hey, Corey's here. Corey over at Wilkie's Movies and Music. What's up, bro?
Hey there, Corey.
Fettuccine with a side of ball sauce.
Yeah, Corey's in here. We're going to have to tone it down for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with the...
We got to get that second
cornhole.
We got to get that second appearance on his show, and I don't want to blow that.
Yep.
Yeah, we have to put in the bunghole censor bar tonight. We got to plug that bunghole.
Yeah, thank you, Johnny, for making that.
Corey says he'll put his earmuffs on.
Just a heads up to anyone that might be using the YouTube link to watch this. You might get hit with a lot of ads.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the ads, you might want to use Look Movie if you're able to access that.
Yeah.
But if you do have the cock or Prime, it's on there, So
on the cock.
Yeah, or if anybody has the AMC Shudder, not Shudder, AMC Plus is on there too.
Yeah, it's on Prime and AMC Plus. So
yeah, there's quite a few options to watch it.
AMC Plus or minus, either way.
Yeah, but
always be sure to fluff the cock before you use it.
And then I love Jim's response. All you need to know about felching is Big Gay Al's piano. It's from Felcher and Sons.
Is a big gay Al's piano. Oh shit, man.
well,
yeah, take care, Jim. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, he says he's he's doing a drawing for the
Oh,
Dog
right.
Soldier movie.
Yeah, the milestone contest on his channel. But yeah, congratulations again, man. It's good to see your channel at that halfway point on the 1 year anniversary. It's really, I don't think things could have played out any better for your channel, really. So it's good to see he has fun, pumping out videos, every week. And he's someone who has a very nice collection overall. You see his collection videos, you get a really good sense of the type of cinema and movies he's really into.
Yeah, he's a cool dude to talk. Like, I would like to meet him one day, but it's just cool that he doesn't care if people get mad at his opinion. He says if it's a piece of shit, it's his own opinion.
Yeah, but he's very open-minded with that, and I think that's the point of being a YouTuber, is hearing everybody out, respecting opinions, and not taking things so seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, Halloween Ends, I agree with him. He doesn't like that movie. I'm in that bandwagon.
How could anyone like it, really? Like,
it is a disaster, man. It really is. But all right, anyway, moving on. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Moving on to a better movie.
Yeah, actually today, when I was watching this, and it just like dawned on me, and I said it to Jen. I was like, we haven't done a werewolf movie on my channel before, so I think we're gonna have to fix that. But obviously, we're doing one here tonight on Juno's channel. But it just made me realize what
You don't
we
realize?
did.
Well, no, but you have to realize that you actually have a werewolf on your channel all the time, and he's been on there almost a year. I am a werewolf. I mean, come on.
Speaking of that, this is about your 1 year anniversary. I don't know the date because the old channel's fucking terminated, but it is around this time is when you started joining the panel with me, and so I guess we could celebrate that. I'll have to acknowledge it on Thursday when we go live.
Well, we can just consider. Why don't we just consider Thursday the anniversary? Then we could just do that. So then that way we have a date.
Right. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm glad you mentioned that, actually. But yeah, it's good to see we're on a full year, and the best part about it is you haven't missed a motherfucking beat. You've made every stream the whole year. You didn't miss anything.
My attendance here has been better than it was when I was in school. So
Oh, it just goes to show. Throw something someone's way of some interest, they might show up.
So, yeah, with that, it's too bad we don't have the replacement song "Fuck School," to play. I guess I could do a couple of bars. Fuck school, fuck my school. There we go.
So apparently Corey Feldman passed away. You mean like his band passed away?
Did he eat some bad pizza that he got from Macaulay Culkin?
that friggin' pizza band where him and his friends have pizzas on their face. That was ridiculous.
I got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. I got Bruce Lee on my head, but don't call me a Lee head. Mandy Milanakis. But no, Feldman's still alive. So
of course he is. The douchebags always live forever.
Oh, I gotta pull up this douchebag photo of him right now. Yeah, look at this one. This is fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ, this slapdick.
Slapdick. There we go.
Come on, let me fucking have access to this shitty picture already. Here it is. Fucking faggot.
God, he's such a loser. Him and his
But yeah, when he starts doing the dancing on his live performance, I keep forgetting to clip that on the channel, but it's just like douche chills immediately. Like Yeah, he ate pizza with Shamarlos.
Hell, I'll eat a bucket of chicken with Shamarlos. You know, why not?
Yeah, I don't know what the whole agenda is with Jose Gomez down there, but I mean,
I don't
you know,
know.
you could share false information, but you know, we could just find out in 2 seconds what's really going on. So.
Yeah, I almost got kind of excited for a second. Oh well.
You know what's weird was there used to be a site. I don't think they're around anymore, thank goodness. But they would always say that somebody had died, and then like they weren't dead. But then when somebody really did die, they would go and they'd say, "Oh no, they're not dead," and it'd be like, "Okay, bullshit." You know, they did that when Bowie died because I mean I was all fucked up and I'm looking at this thing that says, you know, because he came straight, you know, from Bowie's website that he had died, and then this other fucking site's like David Bowie is not dead, and I'm like, fuck you, you clowns, you know.
Like fucking clown. So yeah, this one's tonight's movie's like an hour 45 minutes. In case anybody was curious about that, but yeah, we'll probably get this started soon, right, Juno?
Yeah, probably like in a minute or two. But
yeah, there's no rush.
I picked this movie because I love action and horror, and when you get combined that, you get like a badass movie. Like you got shit like Phantasm 2, that's an action-packed horror movie. Aliens, even though that's more like sci-fi, but that's action-packed and horror because it still has scary moments, but it has like the badass mercenaries that are shooting all these fucking xenomorphs and shit.
Yeah.
And you got like other two, like From Dusk to Dawn. That's another badass action horror movie.
Love that movie.
Yes. That's actually one that Jen, you mentioned that to get that scheduled on the channel. So I think early into the new year is when I'll get that figured out. So yeah, we'll get that one done at some point. Or Juno, if you even want to take that one for your channel, we could do that too.
Juno just gave me a great idea for Johnny to make. You guys remember the snack packs, the pudding?
Yeah.
You can make a pack. You can make a pack that says Juno action packed on it.
Yeah. You could like alter that logo. I think you could alter the logo very easily with that.
So that would be perfect because you know our man Juno is action packed. Well, I mean, you know, being in that Kung Fu movie and everything that he did, and Cobra 2 coming out this next year, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No. No Don Fagacini. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Rosalia said Xena Warrior Princess Morph. Xena Warrior Princess Morph.
Did you see what Johnny said, though? He goes, Juno, do you chain smoke and wear a bandana? We're not going to talk that shit tonight. I don't want to even go there with that creep. You know.
Your move, creep.
Fucking, fuck Bernardo. He's a piece of shit.
Drop it,
I just
asshole.
ate before the stream.
Drop it, asshole. You know, there we go.
You have 5 seconds to comply. That's a movie we got to get done at some point, man. RoboCop. That's a big one for me.
That's a bit even though that's a sci-fi action, but it also has some like not like horror elements, but like it has some fucked up bloody kills in it.
Yeah, I think the best way to label that, like, yeah, it's not horror, but it has horrific moments in it.
Yeah, especially like the unrated version that got like the better release. That people say that's the better version.
Yeah, which
more
is
longer, more bloodier.
Yeah, I think it is technically labeled as like director's cut or whatever, but yeah, that's the only way to watch that movie. But yeah, this one here tonight, like Dog Soldiers, I can't remember the first time I saw this movie, but I just remember in a way, like as I'm watching the movie unfold, I could see that this movie was made on like very low budget. You could see the quality of that here and there. So I was kind of like thrown off by that, but it's still like it wasn't any kind of issue. I was still able to get into the movie, but I just think once you get to that like final like half hour mark and you see that like these soldiers are they're just like hunkering down and getting ready to go to war against these wolves and everything, and that's where the movie really takes off for me. But yeah, it's just really I just think it's amazing how the creators of this movie were able to do so much with such little money with this movie. And I don't really have any flaws with it, but I would just say that if they had a bigger budget, they would have had an even better movie than what this movie already is. And I'm kind of glad we haven't had a sequel either, to be honest. I don't think a sequel is very necessary for this movie.
Yep. Everybody get yourself ready. We're going to go into a roller coaster watching this badass movie.
Exactly what is it we're fighting against?
Lycanthropes.
That's werewolves to you and me.
You came here because of them, right?
This was supposed to be a routine training exercise, and that's all.
Quick survival lies not in running and hiding. Salvage whatever weapons you can find and stand to.
Shut down the generator.
Why would they do that?
Because they can see in the dark.
And you're afraid of it.
There was only supposed to be one! Tore them to pieces! Is in front of my eyes!
Honestly, what are our chances?
So, if Little Red Riding Hood should show up with a bazooka and a bad attitude, I expect you to tin the bitch.
You're bloody loving this, aren't you?
Terry, while you're at it, stick the kettle on. Could all do with a brew.
Oh! Oh!
I wish I had an actual werewolf mask I could have slipped on,
Yeah, some werewolf claws.
Yep.
All right. Just getting the player running here, but I'll be ready here in a second.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, this
Yeah, no
Blu-ray
problem.
Blu-ray sucks ass. Come on.
Yeah, hey there, Ashton. Yeah, good church. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up there, Ashton? And happy belated birthday again to you. Celebrating a lot of birthdays in December this month.
Yeah, we're celebrating.
Come on, man. Piece of shit. All right, there we go. All right, I'm good to go when you guys are.
I'm ready.
Ready, Texas?
Yep.
Ready to keep it
All right,
steady.
10. Yep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play, bitches.
There you go. I need to remember that. I think there's only one cut of this movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think, yeah. Okay. But I really think this, I forget the director's name right now, this movie, but I just think, I'll find out here in a second. Here it is. Neil Marshall. I think this is the movie that put him on the map with getting the director's seat for The Descent. So I think this is what, studios and other people like that, really took notice of this guy. Like, this guy can really make something on a little bit of money. Why don't we take a chance with this guy? And he's made some other memorable things, but overall, when you look at his filmography, he does have some hit or miss things too. But Neil Marshall definitely knows what he's doing as a director, though.
Speaking of like hit or miss stuff, which mostly have been a miss, I watched this movie last night, the Nutcrackers with Ben Stiller. It's like a new Christmas movie. But,
yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Sorry, go ahead.
Lo and behold, and I don't want Juno to have a stroke here. They showed the director. It was David Gordon Green.
Oh, dickhead.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
So this guy's, trying to do comedies now. I mean, it was okay, but I kind of nodded off like the last 20 minutes,
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah,
Ben Stiller was fun,
Yeah, that's the movie that he was making after he left The Exorcist Believer movie.
Well, he made that damn thing pretty quick.
I didn't realize that Neil Marshall did some TV. He actually directed some episodes for Game of Thrones and the pirate show Black Sails, which is actually one of the most underrated TV shows that nobody ever wants to watch. You guys are missing out on good stuff right there. But yeah, early on in how this movie opens up with two honeymooners that are just camping, minding their own business, man, you get a fucking vicious kill right off the bat here.
Yeah, like it's Animal Style, where the werewolf just grabs the girl and just starts chewing her.
Yeah.
Animal Style. Yeah, throwing in a damn In-N-Out burger reference.
I'm hungry for Animal Style fries. Those are good. I like those Animal Style fries.
But I know the one of the main characters in this, I forget his name, he's one of the main characters in Danny Boyle's Train Spotting, that's actually my favorite Danny Boyle movie. And did you guys see the new trailer for 28 Years Later today?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting. And I actually had no idea that the trailer was being dropped today, so that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. I'm just watching that trailer because I know they're gonna fucking spoil the whole movie with another trailer. Like, to me, that teaser worked. That teaser was good.
It's funny though, because 71, like, she sends me the link to the trailer and I'd already seen it, but she goes, "Well, here's another movie that's going to be ruined." And I looked and I saw that it was the trailer and I go, no. I go, "It's the same director. It's going to be fine." And she goes, "Oh, well, I'll give it a chance now since you said so."
I mean, I like the other two movies. It seems like a lot of people just can't get into 20 Days Later. That's fine. The second one, some people are, I guess, hit or miss with it, but I have always enjoyed those movies. And it's so frustrating now when people are like, "Oh, I don't like that zombie movie." Like, well, if you actually watch the movie and really pay attention to it, it's not actually a zombie movie. It's just people that are infected with a virus that just makes them full of rage and fucking violent hatred, and they just want to murder people and rip them apart.
Right.
Yeah. Hey there, 71.
Speaking of, there she is.
Yeah. Good evening, 71. Happy holidays.
Yeah, I hate when they give too much shit away. Like, that's why when they do new trailers, they're gonna spoil the whole fucking movie with a new trailer, like a second or third one. That's why to me the teaser just like that's it.
Yeah, that's the going trend with that bullshit nowadays. You know, oh, The Beach. That's right. That is a Danny Boyle movie.
Yeah.
That's one I need to go.
That was like that was supposed to be a '99 movie released in December, but it got delayed to like January of 2000. It turned into a January movie. That's why like some teasers show that it was supposed to come out in 1999.
Yeah. But I know the guy who's the leader of this platoon here. His name's Liam Cunningham. He was also on Game of Thrones for a long time. What the hell was his name again? They called him the Onion Knight. The fuck was it? Oh, Sir Davos. That was his name.
The Onion Knight.
Yeah, he was called the Onion Knight. Yeah. Which is like really supposed to be like a stab at him, really. Like I don't know. His character came from a very low-born family in the show, but he was really good on that show. Really was. Liam Cunningham.
So I suppose like if there was a guy that had foot problems, he was the Bunyan Knight, right?
Yeah, the Bunyan Knight.
You know, Sean, when you're saying that 20 Days Later gets so much hate, when I had that the DVD of that piece of shit Zombie Diaries, that one had like a stupid comic critic saying that it's way better than 28 Days Later, this Zombie Diaries piece of shit.
I mean, I feel like a lot of things are better than that Zombie Diaries fucking movie, but like, it's obvious that 28 Days Later is, you know?
Yeah, like it goes on to have the balls to say it's better than 20 Days Later after that piece of shit does not literally have any fucking zombies in that movie. Like, it's a boring piece of shit. One of the worst zombie movies, in my opinion.
Like, I guess there wasn't too much to compare with on that topic of zombies, but like, I don't know, it's kind of an odd comparison, I guess you could say, since 28 Days Later is really not a zombie movie.
Yeah, it was just like that was like the most asinine critic response that I saw on that DVD that my dad used to have, because it was like a cheap piece of shit DVD that it was sold at Walmart. Yeah, a piece of shit movie at Walmart.
Yeah. I like how the soldiers are just like, early on here, they're just constantly bitching about the fact that they're missing a very important football game right now, a soccer game. They're stuck out in the wilderness fucking playing with fucking blank guns and shit. And they're like, oh man, I could be laying in bed with my wife and watching the footy, as they call it over there, the footy.
Right.
Most important football match of my life is played tonight. I'm stuck up the backside of me.
What the fuck? Yeah, 71's complimenting your poster on the wall there, Juno. Corpse Bride, I believe that is, right?
Yeah, Corpse Bride.
Yeah. And then you got the Elm Street 4 one behind your head there.
Yeah, Elm Street 4.
Yeah. Everything all right over there, Jen?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sometimes you gotta mix a drink, kill a roommate. Just another day.
Yeah, some people are really fucking asking for it, aren't they? Bunch of fucking ghouls. A family of ghouls. Hey, don't fuck with me. I am the King Ghoulie of this family.
Yeah, the king's the scariest one.
God. A bunch of tap dancing fucking faggot bullshit in that family. We'll keep the inside jokes really inside.
We'll stab him with a pair of scissors. What?
Mm-hmm. There you
That's
go.
a good thought.
But you know, when I was watching this earlier today, I forgot about one line in this movie that just stands out for me. And the one guy's like, you know, there's no way he's gonna beat this werewolf, and he's just like, I hope I give you the fucking shits, you wimp. It's such a good one. Never heard anything like that in a movie, so that's a good one. They're gonna be wrapped up tighter than an Eskimo's nutsack. They got some good one-liners.
I miss movies like that where you were able to write this stuff.
Yeah, and just be free about it, you know? Nowadays, it's like you need a fucking permit to say a curse word.
Yep.
Zodiac's like, I was thinking of a different kind of scissoring. I mean, I just know that family of ghouls that Jen's living with over there, they really need to just retreat back to their Edward Scissorhands tower. Go live out their days in solitude. Bunch of ghouls. You know what? This Thursday, I'll show you a picture of the family. You'll see where I'm coming from. So,
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
living in a ghoul's paradise. You know, like overall, though, this movie, yeah, it's like an action horror film. You know, mostly a werewolf movie, but in a way, this is almost like Jaws meets Predator. You know, if you were to like describe this and sum it up quickly to someone, you might be able to just put it in that kind of way. Like think of Jaws meets Predator. Just no shark, werewolves though.
And I also like that it's like it's even like a cold forest winter weather, like so that's like similar to like December.
Yeah.
Like winter months.
Yeah, you could clearly see the exhaling as people are breathing. You know, the hot steam and everything. But yeah, you're right, Juno. It's not exactly warm weather in this one.
One thing too is you might have to look it up for me, Sean, because I can't remember the name of the series. But the one guy that was training at the beginning, and he was just doing that deal talking about the couple getting torn to pieces, is a guy named Kevin McKidd. And
that's the blonde hair guy in this, right?
Yeah.
That's the guy that was in Train Spotting. I think that is his name.
I don't remember him being in Train Spotting, but it's possible he was. But there was a TV show that he had on NBC in 2007. It was like a lead into Heroes, and then they had that stupid writer's strike, so it canceled the show. And it was a really good fucking show where like he was like this inadvertently time traveler, and there was all these like crazy things where, I mean, he would show up in places he wouldn't even know he was gone, you know. And when he would come back to, you know, like to his wife, he'd been gone like 5 years or something crazy. And it kept happening. And then there was a deal where this one woman that he meets, she's a time traveler as well, but she was like his ex-wife, and he didn't even remember her, you know, because she was supposedly killed in a plane crash, but she really wasn't. She was just a time traveler like him. It was really, really crazy. But it was a good fucking show. And they were building up to this huge lead-in, and then they fucking canceled it. I was so pissed off.
Oh, that's frustrating, because then it's like, damn, I almost wasted my time watching this because now I can't figure out what the fuck's going to happen. But
right.
I think all of us have been there, man. There's a lot of shows I know that have been canceled before. I'm just like, motherfucker, man. I wanted to know how that shit ended, but But yeah, Kevin McKidd, he was in Trainspotting. It's just that his character is not really in the whole movie because if I remember correctly, he's like the only one out of the bunch that won't do the heroin. Like everybody else does it and he doesn't do it. And then one day he decides to do it and then he gets AIDS. He gets AIDS like right away on the first time ever trying it, and then he ends up dying.
Hey there, Woo, Ryder, Derek.
Yeah, what's up there, Derek? But I like what Ashton said, you know. Where's it at again? I don't know if I would say Jaws around Jen. I try to watch that shit. You know, she'll tear me apart if I start speaking
That's all I'm saying.
Jaws.
No shark will get me as long as I'm closer to the shore.
We were like talking about this earlier, and I was just like, "Yo, I'm terrified if I'm stuck out in open water with sharks." And she's just totally chumping the shit out of me with her response. So I'm just like, "Oh God, sorry, don't hurt me, sorry." No, but you know what, Jen? That's one thing I really do like about you. You're not afraid to voice your opinion. You know, you could definitely go on a rant. You know, you can. So you're not afraid to be yourself, so I like that.
Hey there, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah. Hello, Ryan. Happy holidays. He's like, fuck that. I'm good. Or no, Ashton said that. Ashton said that.
Yeah, I like Kevin McKidd, but you know, like that show was so good, and then he wound up being on like Grey's Anatomy or some shit, and I'm like, oh God.
That is popping up on here. When I search his name, I see Grey's Anatomy on here. So
I wish I could remember the name of that fucking series, but it was 2007 when it came out.
I'm trying to look it up right now. 2007. Is it Journeyman?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, one season, 2007 sci-fi.
Wasn't even a fucking complete season.
I know, and it says the complete series here on the artwork. One season, the complete series.
Yeah, I think because they released it over in Britain or over, you know, in Europe, but we don't have a DVD or a Blu-ray release here at all, you know. But it was a really good fucking show.
Yeah, I can see he's the lead actor in it too, and I like. It's hard to say if I would definitely like this. I love sci-fi, but just based on the fact that he's the lead actor, that would probably draw me into it very easily.
I mean, it was really good because it was this unique concept, and you're like, there was always some sort of twist you weren't expecting. You're like, wait, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's got good rating numbers on here. I know you can't fully judge things on that, but at least it has that going for it. So,
yeah, we have this mutilated cow bit here.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like when blood gets sprayed in this movie, it fucking goes everywhere, man.
It's carnage.
Oh no, I think I shit myself. A lot of people love it. Scottish people love saying myself. Not myself, myself.
Yeah, Braveheart.
Oh, I love Braveheart. I know a lot of people have issues with it because it doesn't follow the book exactly, but that movie's just, I don't know, man. When I watch that movie, I'm like, you know what? I want someone to fuck with me right now because I just watched Braveheart. I'm ready to fuck somebody up now. You will never take our freedom.
That's another movie that's very brutal. Like a lot of brutal shit in that one.
Brave Short. Deep Juicy. Oh my God. Zodiac. Deep Juicy. Oh. But yeah, I love Braveheart. Now, what was that movie that came out on Netflix a couple of years ago? The Kingsman or something? It was like a prequel to Braveheart. It like had like the original, like the origin William Wallace story in place. I don't know what the hell that shit was called. I gotta look that up now. I think it was like more like a spin-off type of movie. Oh, it was called Robert the Bruce. That's what it was called. But I thought that was a decent movie. It was a Netflix movie.
Jimmy saying 20 days later came out on the DVD. Text me and went to about 3 stores at midnight.
Yeah, they
When
were
it
all
first came
they
out.
were all shitty Walmarts because it was like, you know, it was like at fucking midnight, so they were supposed to be putting out the new product, and we're like, hey, do you guys have 28 days later? And you know, and they would try to say no, and like, you got to have them in the back because today's the release date. It's after midnight. Let's go, you know. And they're like, oh, well, we can't put them on until after the morning, you know, after a certain hour. We're like, bullshit, you know.
That's a real lame excuse right there. Like, come on, dude, you're at work. Do your fucking job, man.
Man, working
Yeah,
in
Walmart.
retail for as many years as I did, I mean, there would be people, you know, they'd be like, you know, I mean, yeah, we weren't supposed to put anything out, you know, before, you know, the actual release date, but there'd be people like, oh, you know, we don't have that at all, or whatever, and we'd be like, and I'd just be like, you got to come back tomorrow, we'll have it, you know. And I'd even tell some, I'd say, what's your name? And I'd go, I'll write a note, I'm here tomorrow, I'll save it for you, you know.
Oh, that's, you know, it's obvious you're more of a mindful person in that aspect, and that you understand.
Right.
Star Trek: The Next Cockeration.
Cockeration. It is mostly cocks in that fucking movie, right? Star Trek. Now you see a woman every now and then, but it is mostly cocks. I don't know. I've never been a huge Star Trek fan, but I really do want to see that Wrath of Khan movie or whatever. Wrath of Khan it is. It's apparently that's like one of the best Star Trek movies. I don't know.
Oh, it is. It is one of the best, if not the best. I mean, never watch Star Trek the movie. That is one of the most boring pieces of fucking shit. It's so long.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't do shit.
Even the director's cut. Even the director's cut a piece of shit.
As far as
They
I
reckon,
know,
but on 4K.
you know, 40 extra minutes of bullshit. You know, I mean, if you had Shatner just going over the top, you know, that'd be great. You say sabotage, I say sabotage. You know, I mean, that would be, you know, just, you know, William Shatner outtakes would make the whole thing probably great. You know, but yeah, but Wrath of Khan is pretty much, you know, I mean,
love Wrath of Khan. That was good.
The update.
Oh, you've seen it then. You've seen Wrath of Khan. Okay.
This is my dad because he's a huge fan of Star Trek, so I've seen all of them.
The
Oh,
updated,
okay.
you know, movies are actually pretty decent, I thought.
Yeah, I do need to see that Wrath of Khan movie. I think I need to get around to that. I just never been a big Star Trek guy. I grew up on Star Wars, and that's what I just always resonated with.
I love Star Wars. I wish we did a watch party for that. I'll dress like Princess Leia and have like the buns on my head. Be fun.
We did do Empire Lays Back, though.
Yeah.
Star Wars Day last year.
But that's the best one.
But yeah, Jen, if we ever watch Star Wars, you will have my attention in that aspect. That's for sure.
Yeah. Anyone? She wants us to do the Wrath of Khan.
It would get me to see the movie sooner than later. So yeah, well maybe we'll fix that soon, I guess.
Yeah, that is the answer because Disney is garbage now.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh, go ahead.
truly like one of the best characters in Star Trek, though, is like Bones McCoy. You know, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a goddamn milkman.
I don't know that line, but it sounds funny.
Well, no, he was always saying there was always something where he'd say, you know, I'm not a gardener, I'm an old country doctor, you know, or just some shit all the time. It was always great. You know.
Some far out left field shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
you know,
this
new
guy,
Star Wars. New Star Wars is tough, but I gotta say, dude, the Mandalorian, those 3 seasons that they have for that is some good shit right there. But other than that, new Star Wars, I just can't bend for any of it besides the Mandalorian.
I'm not a
I
fan
don't
of the
think.
prequels. Not at all for Star Wars. I thought it was
Yeah.
terrible. The
Well,
actor,
here's
like the young Darth Vader, he was horrible and such a pussy and just cried all the time. It was
that's
terrible.
that Aiden Christensen, I think his name. Yeah,
He's such
but
a
here's my
crybaby
thing.
bitch.
Like I do agree with that, but over the years, I've given the prequels more chances, more rewatches, and then the new Disney trilogy comes out. So then I go back and watch them again, and the new Disney trilogy makes the prequels look amazing. It really does, and like that's just how bad the new Star Wars is. So that is the reason why the prequels have really grown on me. But whatever like flaws or issues people bring up, I can't disagree with because people are usually right. So like overall though, I would say Revenge of the Sith with the prequels is really
That would be my favorite of the 3. That one
yeah,
I think that ties it all together.
yeah, I think that stands out as the best one out of the prequels. But I can still watch all 3 now and find redeeming qualities about it. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You got Sam Jackson and Christopher Lee in those ones.
yeah, and what's funny with Christopher Lee, he was actually supposed to be a part of the original trilogy and he turned it down. He was like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with this Star Wars shit. But I'd rather do The Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf. How that makes any fucking sense. But so years later, when they were doing the prequels, they offered him another audition for a different role. And he decided, because he saw how big Star Wars was at that time. He's like, well, I'm not turning down a second opportunity to be in a Star Wars movie. But him as Count Dooku, though. Christopher Lee as Count Dooku, really good fucking character. I really like that character.
But Christopher Lee, he would do these, ridiculous like Dracula films that, he did those great ones, but then he would go to Germany or some fucking place and do these other ones that were just bullshit, just for the paycheck, and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a very, very vast filmography with just a lot of things that, he covered. You know what else? We watched Sleepy Hollow recently. He pops up in that as the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very small role, but just very, very well done, And it's really hard to pinpoint like a favorite Christopher Lee movie, but if the question ever comes up, The Wicker Man sits in my head every time.
Oh man,
it just I love that movie.
Such a great role.
It's time to keep your appointment with The Wicker Man.
I mean, like the Hammer Dracula films he did are impeccable. Those are really good.
Yeah, I know I have a couple of those. I think I have like 4 or 5 of those actually. Like Satanic Rites of Dracula,
Yeah.
Prince of Dracula, Prince of Darkness. I know he's also in that 7 Golden Vampires movie, whatever it's got such a bizarre title. It's like a kung fu vampire movie that was made by Hammer. where they
Right.
tried to go in a different direction and then they realized, well, let's get back on track. That's not a good idea.
They tried to get all Shaw brothers and shit. You know.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. And they were like, all right, let's go back to straightforward horror.
Yeah, but
Rosalie said the thicker man. Oh, shit.
I also enjoyed was it Horror Express? That's another good one.
Yes, yes. You know, that's a movie I really like to watch around New Year's Eve. Like as like the years go along, because if I remember correctly, I think it does like take place on New Year's Eve. I think that's why I kind of got into that groove with that. But that is a fun movie. You know, it's probably not a movie for everyone as far as like, you know, I don't know, like newer horror or whatever. It's a classic horror film, but I think, you know, the average horror fan, if they really know their shit, they should probably be a fan of that in some way.
This guy got split out.
Yeah, it's like I just love that when somebody like gets attacked by a werewolf, it's just all right, intestines are coming out. You know, like people are getting shredded by these things.
Yeah, they make the werewolf like these giant mongoloid motherfuckers that are dominant to take down.
Yeah.
Like I would feel like that would go to war with the 7 feet tall CGI bastard from the Predator. I feel like the werewolf would win.
That is one thing, you know, as you know, like they kind of conceal these werewolves a little bit early on, and then they start to show them a bit more as the movie gets deeper on. But these fucking werewolves are like almost 10 feet tall. You could tell that these actors in these suits are on some kind of stilts too, which is why they have that, you know, crazy height to them. But I love that, dude. To me, that makes these werewolves more menacing with the taller they are.
Yeah. And they have like a black and white. You see like the black and white POV of them, which that's what calls back to Predator. You see their POV.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, when you get that point of view of one of these werewolves, it's kind of a inverted black and white look to it. I'll be right back. I got a refill.
In Texas, your comment in the chat sounds like my ex-wife. Oh my god. I just looked down, I started laughing. That was great.
Did you ever see the Alien movie, Jen?
What is it? I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Did you ever see the Alien movies?
All the Aliens movies? Oh god,
Yeah.
yes. I've seen all of them. I mean, except for the last one. Romulus is the only one I haven't seen yet. But I love those movies. My ex-husband was obsessed, so I would watch them on a loop. I've seen every one of them, and his favorite was 3 because of like the dog alien. So.
Yep. Or the cow, whatever director. I don't know why that was. Why I don't know why they need to change that. Like winning a cow. I don't know. Like it should have just been the dog.
I really like the third one a lot just because I love aliens, but I do like the third one for its darkness because the second one is supposed to be like it all ends up so happy. So I like the more of the darkness of the third one. But I will say, yes, I'm a huge fan of the Alien movies. I used to have a life-size alien, and I put a like face hugger in it that popped out, and I had it in my living room. And every time my mom would come over and be grumpy, I'd be like, does someone need a hug? And I'd put like the plush like face hugger in her face, and she was like, oh, what's that? You know, and so I like to play around.
Yeah, they finally put it on Hulu or Disney Shitty Plus to watch Romulus on there.
Did you like Romulus?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. Like, even though I prefer Prometheus and Alien 3 over it, but I still didn't think it was a bad movie. I thought I was gonna hate the movie, but it wasn't that bad.
I still have to see it. I'll have to check it out.
Now the soldiers now they meet up with this lady that saved them from the werewolves attacks. So now they're at her place now.
Yeah, they were like escaping on like a trail right there, and she just happened to show up in her SUV there. Yeah, I think another thing that this movie does a good job at is really distracting you from what potential twists could be coming.
Yeah.
So apparently they caught that guy today that killed that CEO. They fucking caught that guy. He went to trial today, I guess. Or no, they caught him like a little while ago. Today he went to trial. That piece of shit.
Nah, fuck that. The dude that he killed was ripping off people for their medical care and shit like that. Fuck that motherfucker.
I know. I get it, but like, it's one piece of shit kills another piece of shit.
Well, I mean, I don't really. Yeah, I mean, I don't really condone killing, but you know, he had his reasons. So fuck that dude.
Yeah. No, I think it's justifiable. Yeah.
You know, all these pharmaceutical companies raising prices, fucking everybody on their fucking medications and shit, and jacking up insurance prices. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't condone killing either, but people don't do these things for no fucking reason. You know, they have their reasons, and it doesn't make it right to end someone's life over it, but you push somebody to a limit, you know? You expect people to sit around and act a certain way, they're just not.
Well, I mean, at least he wasn't some kind of fucking plant that, you know, somebody was going to kill anyway, you know, or him kill himself, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
See, that's the thing I don't get, because, like, back in the summer of '93, there was this attack in this office building in San Francisco when I was living there. And this guy, they had fucked him over somehow. It was like some kind of insurance company or something. So he went in the building and he killed a lot of people. And even the cops, like they saw the guy coming down the stairwell, and they didn't know it was him, but they let him go. But then when they realized it was him, he you know, killed himself, you know. And it was just like, well, that was a bust, you know.
Yeah, I think if you're going to be willing to do that, you have to run that thought through your head. Well, I'm probably going to have to end my life here. I don't think it's something that you kind of have to be like, well, yeah, I didn't think this out, but I should probably kill myself now. I think you got to have that in your head even before you go into it. People have their reasons. Jew Diamond, Neil Jewing. Huey Lewis and the Jews. Oh my god. That's a movie we're going to have to do again at some point. American Psycho.
Yeah, sadly we're getting a remake.
Wait, they're remaking it?
Yep.
I didn't hear about that, but yeah.
To me, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but to me, it's not gonna have the fucking same factor that the character Patrick Bateman that Christian Bale delivered, which I feel like he delivered a fucking scary performance in that movie.
He did.
Like, I feel like nobody cannot top that. Like, he is that fucking good in that movie.
That's one of my favorite movies. And
Yeah.
I love Jared
Go
Leto.
ahead.
Just another idiot.
Yeah. Like Christian Bale, I think he just really understood the mind of that character and just does such a good job at playing a psychotic, split personality individual. Just there's really no flaws to point out about that movie.
I feel like it is one of his best roles.
Yeah.
Like playing a serial killer that's like manipulative, but also like he can be an evil bastard and then also a funny bastard too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love this scene when he breaks up with his girlfriend. He's like, Patrick, where are you going? I'm going to return some videotapes. It's like the most subtle fucking response ever.
I laugh at the bathroom scene with the gay guy where he's trying to strangle him.
Yeah.
But the guy actually likes it.
Yeah. He starts talking about a Christmas party from last year. He's, oh, you look so good at that Christmas party or some shit. He starts like kissing his hand and shit.
Oh, the dog chewing the guy's chest. Damn it. He's like bullying it.
Yeah.
Damn. You can tell like the kid is getting stretched.
Yeah, like besides like the way the werewolves look in this, it's obvious they look scary and menacing, but just their height is what gets me, man. How big and tall they are. Like that's what really scares me the most.
Yeah. Big old tall mongoloid werewolves that are scary. Like
right. And they have that full, like their heads, you could just tell it right away. Like they have that kind of canine DNA to them, like just the way their heads are, their features and everything. Oh, this guy just threw up on the other guys. He just wrapped all over the back of his head.
Yeah.
He's like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going up to the bathroom to wash myself off. Russell Collier's here. What's up, Russell? Thank goodness Alan's on here.
I don't know who Alan is. I'm out of the loop on that one.
He's usually on in the chat on Texas's channel, but he shows up on our channels every now and then. Yeah, it's obviously he gets here when he can, but you'll start to probably notice him in the chat more often as we go along here.
He's an old friend of mine that I've known him for, let's see, close to probably 38 years now, I think.
Wow.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you were that close. Like I knew you were friends, but I didn't realize. Like, wow.
Yeah.
So not a lurker.
No,
yeah.
no, not at all.
Not like me and some other people.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere, because I know before I started my channel, what was I doing? I was lurking.
Lurking and jerking. I mean,
yeah.
not you necessarily, but
It rhymes, it goes, it's very fitting.
Well, yeah, I mean, that works,
71. I only lurk in places where I can get torn apart.
Oh, I've seen you know you've never seen 71 fucking just nail people, man. She can nail people to a cross. You know.
Well, I mean, sometimes I'll see her make a community post that's directed towards a certain crowd of people, and it's just like,
Yeah.
damn, you just got told. Lurking and twerking. Imagine that, like, can you imagine putting those two together? Like, you're lurking and twerking at the same time?
That is another Neil Marshall movie, Jokes there.
Oh, we just missed one of the best
Right.
lines. I may be nuts, but I'm not a fruitcake. There we go. That was a good line.
There's been really good one-liners throughout this. You really pay attention to the dialogue, you're gonna find some good ones.
Yeah, Don Faggottini must be upset about that line, but he's a horse in there.
And she just jumped like that one guy. Well, stay here and drink some tea.
Cheers. That's
Queef lurking. They twerk, I lurk. There you go. Z's got it. They twerk and I lurk.
I don't know about this lurking shit because only one person I've ever lurked on. So everybody else, you know.
Tweet, tweet. There you go.
The heart wants what it wants.
There's a void in the house.
Everyone's jerking for the weekend. Everyone's lurking for the weekend.
I mean, back when that song was popular, that's what me and my friends always used to say because we always hated Loverboy. Fucking assholes, you know. And stuff.
Oh shit.
Plus, that guy, their singer Mike Reno, that guy got fat. He blames, you know, Nirvana for the end of their career. Well, when that grunge happened, it ruined all our careers. Fuck you, dude. You had shitty songs and, you know, dressed like communists. Fuck you. You know.
Yeah, just because someone was willing to give you a record deal doesn't mean you guys have good music.
Yep.
Where are we at in this movie right now?
They're trying to heal up this guy. But,
Yeah.
You need a timestamp?
No, I don't. I mean, I just was checking it. Sometimes I just randomly like to just announce it in case somebody does need it, but I'm at 47:45.
They're trying to heal the guy with his open gut. Who wants to drink alcohol and he's like trying not to be in pain because the alcohol numbs your body.
Yeah. Yeah, drinking it and pouring it on the wound does a good job. Does a body good.
Sausage. He said sausage. That's the line. That Jim liked that line. Sausage.
Baby oil.
I love him. I love you. I like the mate.
You got this other soldier downstairs, like, doing fucking dishes and shit. What the fuck's the matter with that guy? Doing dishes. There's werewolves outside. We're doing dishes?
That's the priority.
Yeah, right.
Just fucking had to hit him twice to knock his ass out.
I mean, they're going to need a lot more super glue than that to seal him up. I guess they don't have the right stitching to stitch him up. So we need some super glue here to close the wound. Gonna need a lot of that shit. Damn, they had to knock him out.
I still gotta check out that Wolfen movie.
Yeah, dude. Yo, June, I'm telling you, man. Like, I know how much you like werewolf movies. Give that movie a watch, dude. You're really gonna like it, and it's quite different from your typical, werewolf movies. It's an interesting one. It really is, and it's a movie that really needs to be recognized more. Wolfen from 1981.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Just like I know people are aware of it. It gets talked about sometimes, but it just seems like, I don't know, some horror fans that like werewolf movies just don't have any clue of it, But
yeah,
I know we can't see them all, but if you're into werewolves and you haven't seen that one, you got to give that one a watch. And another one is The Company of Wolves.
Yeah,
that's another one that's another really good one that doesn't get talked about often.
Yeah, that's a Neil Jordan movie. Like, he directed a werewolf movie and a vampire movie, and they're both good movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Juno, you have Netflix, right?
No, I don't. I don't have that cop.
Well, maybe you can find it on Look Movie. There's a show that's on Netflix called Hemlock Grove, and it's it's about a werewolf and a lumpir. The first 2 seasons are great. The 3rd season's kind of a bust because they decided to end it, early or some shit. But the first episode was directed by Eli Roth, and it sucks. It's not very good. It's kind of boring, but you gotta stick it out. Once you get to the end of the 2nd episode, all hell breaks loose, and it's fucking great.
So no matter how dull that gets, I guess it's got a good payoff. That is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I was really surprised because I'm like, oh, Eli Roth directed this episode. This should be great, and some things kind of happen, but it doesn't really get to the meat and potatoes. And the end of the 2nd episode, the fucking werewolf transformation is just amazing.
Yeah.
I've been hearing good things about the Hemlock Grove. I've heard, multiple people have recommended that to me, but I keep forgetting about it. So I need to get on that.
I mean, the coolest thing about it is it's kind of like when he turns into the guy turns into the werewolf. He's like on all fours, kind of like the werewolf in American Werewolf in London. But what's so fucking great is when he sheds his outer skin, he eats it all up like he was a fucking dog, dude. It's just crazy. It's just like all this massive flesh and shit, and he's just gobbling it up. It's insane.
All this carnage shit.
Yeah.
He's eating all this carnage. His meat, he's eating all this skin meat.
Yeah.
He's gobbling it up like he's Belial from Basket Case eating hot dogs.
Right, yeah, pretty much.
You're like Slimer eating a bunch of hot dogs, Isn't that like the beginning of Ghostbusters? Doesn't he fuck with that hot dog vendor and he's got a bunch of hot dogs in his mouth and shit?
Yep.
Yeah. Man, those movies will never get old, man. The original Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
I love those movies.
Who are you gonna call?
They are. They're just such classics. Bullocks. Bullock me this, bullock me that. But, as you pay attention to these little arguments between a couple of these soldiers, you can start to figure out there's something a bit more to this story, which is probably going to lead up to a twist in a way.
Yep.
That's a movie we should do a watch party for. Is Bully, 2001, the movie Bully. It's such a surreal one, man. That's just such a raw movie, really is.
It is, yeah.
And I haven't seen it in a long time, but that is a very effective one that's based on a real life story too.
Yeah, the guy you were saying, on Game of Thrones, that's obviously the dude that's wounded and tied up. So I'm trying to picture him get Game of Thrones because I've never really watched it. But I remember you said he's like the Onion King. He's got a beard and all that. Looks real like royalty and shit, right?
Yeah, he has like a white gray beard, not too long, but like you can see he's got a facial hair or whatever. But like his character in the show he's like the hand of the king. So he's not really a fighter. He's like apparently throughout his life he's a very experienced smuggler, and he's just the type of guy that knows how to talk warfare but doesn't know how to really act in it or be like, an effective warrior. He just doesn't have that in him. And plus he's missing 4 of his fingers. So but yeah, it's that dude. That original Game of Thrones, the first 4 seasons are some of the best television I've ever seen in my life. But they fucked that show up on the last season real bad.
Yeah, that last season was like ass.
Yeah, I see Russell saying he was watching the true crime video on the murder last night. I assume he's talking about Bully, but yeah, you actually dive into the true story of that. That's a fucked up one, man. Sandra Bullocks.
Yeah, Russell mentions, Leo Fitzpatrick from Kids. He was in Bully, and he's in that movie Storytelling in the first half of it. That's a Todd Solondz film. Because remember how I was just recently telling you how, people have been freaking the fuck out because they bought Happiness and not knowing what the fuck that movie was. And I mean, I still think that's hilarious. I'm like, wow, So obviously they've never seen like, Welcome to the Dollhouse or any of his movies, but Leo Fitzpatrick plays like in Storytelling, plays this handicapped guy, and he does a really good job of it. But the story in itself is really like fucked up. There's like certain things about it that I can't talk about on here, not to censor myself, but it's just, nothing I'm going to speak about, but it should be seen. I think all of his movies should be seen because they're so weird and fucked up. The dude is like nuts, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just a real surreal style to his films. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's almost like uncomparable in a way. It's almost like you can't compare it to anything else you've ever seen.
He did this one called Palindromes where it's like you have you seen that one?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I haven't seen it. But what's his name? Corey King Gore. He did like a stream or a video on it a long time ago, which brought my attention to it. And yeah, I've seen the trailer and stuff for it. I just haven't had it on my mind to go ahead and watch it. But I'm sure it's probably on Look Movie or something. So my interest level is there for it. I just haven't had it on my mind to give it a watch. I would like to see that sooner than later. But go ahead.
but the main character is portrayed by like 3 different actresses and stuff, and they're all like in different situations. So I thought that was pretty cool.
The trailer does look pretty bizarre, but very interesting. I'll say that.
Cuts that fucking werewolf's arm off. That's great.
Yeah. I feel like that's important to have stuff like that in a werewolf movie, because as we all know, like when you hurt a werewolf, it can transform, it can regrow a limb like instantly. So to have that in a werewolf movie is pretty important, along with anything silver related, I guess you could say too, and a full moon
Now you
and
see
all
what
that.
I mean. Now you see the whole height of it in that room with that wounded guy. Like you see the way it stands. Like it's a tall fucking werewolf, like a huge
Yeah.
mongoloid size.
Yeah, you can see that these actors in these werewolf suits are on some kind of stilts, you know, to extend their height.
And also, like part of it's like humanoid too, because part of it has like a human torso.
Well, yeah, you're right. Like, especially just
Like, it
the
just looks
actual
creepy.
form of the body itself. It's almost just like an extended human body with a dog head on it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like I like how like these werewolves are just like dominant. It's like they're not like, oh, we're gonna kill them easily. Like they're like really tough to get through. Like because they're like huge fucking bastards, man. Like, and of
They're
course in
also,
this situation you would be scared. Yeah, you'd be scared
I mean,
in this
like, the
situation
other
going
thing
after
is,
these kind of werewolves.
yeah, these werewolves aren't even phased by bullets. You know, you could just keep lighting them up with bullets. They don't give a shit. They're gonna keep coming. Dogs. More like pussies.
Yeah. Now I grab one of the soldiers, so that one of the soldiers are gone.
Yeah, that's a good jump scare, I guess you could say too. There, you don't really see that coming.
Do you like Dags? Yeah, I like Dags.
What's that from again? Dags.
from Snatch.
Right, yeah, dude, that's such a good Guy Ritchie movie. That might be my favorite, honestly. Snatch is such a good one, man.
Pretty underrated.
Dude, like that movie manages to like cover so many like subgenre situations in that, and Guy Ritchie does such a good job. And then Brad Pitt as a fucking gypsy Irish guy. Yeah, you like dogs, dogs this, dogs that. You can't understand anything he's fucking saying in that movie.
Yeah, I'll fucking find him. Because you get my mother a caravan, you motherfucker. You know, it's all that shit, you know?
I love it. He's like, yeah, I'll you know what, I'll do the fight, but you gotta buy my mother a new caravan. That's his only concern.
Yeah. Why the fuck do I want it? It has no fucking wheels.
And then remember when the dog swallows the diamond? They're trying to get that one big ass diamond, and the dog swallows it.
And Dennis Farina is trying to fucking shoot the dog. I hate fucking dogs.
And then what's Benicio del Toro? I think his name's Frankie Four Fingers. Yeah, I love that character.
Yeah, Frankie Four Fingers.
Yeah, that's a movie we're gonna have to do at some point. That Snatch is a good one, man. It does a good job at just having action-packed moments with some good side humor, and we're just great characters throughout that.
Yeah. I think it's an underrated movie.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrel too.
Yeah,
that's a dope
right. I can't say that I've seen everything from Guy Ritchie, but like those two right there, Snatch and what's it called again? Lock, Stock, and Two Barrel. What the fuck's it called again?
Two Smoking Barrels. girls.
Yeah, Two Smoking. I don't know why I couldn't remember that, but those two stand out the most right there for me.
Yeah, I know. I think he did that. I think he did like some movie with Henry Cavill or some shit this year. I can't remember the
Yeah,
fucking
the
name of it, but
Gentlemanly something. I forget what it's called. It's up on Stars, I think. And then
yeah, that's another
there's
one.
the
Pirate
movie
Ship.
he did, The Gentleman, which is actually pretty decent.
I was that movie was kind of alright. To me, I prefer Snatch over that one.
It's a good movie though, Juno. You got to admit it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just confused. That movie was confusing. Like to me, I was more used to Snatch. Like Snatch was more of a more on point story.
I
I
mean,
would probably agree with Juno there. That Snatch really stands out for me.
the worst movie he ever did, that which I'll never see, is his remake of Swept Away, because that's when he was married to Madonna and she wanted him to make that movie and put her in it, which I know he regrets, and shit.
I guess the blowjobs were just that good.
Did you ever see his Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr. and
Oh yeah, I love both
I've
of
never
those.
seen those actually.
Those are fucking great. They're really good.
Because I know, was it that I know that wrestler Kurgan who was in WWF.
Yeah, yeah, he's in it.
He's one of the
I
bad
know.
guys in that one. He's like this mongoloid motherfucker that fights Robert Downey Jr.
Now, I've never seen those movies, but yeah, I'm interested now.
Yeah. Was it that Kurgan guy? He's also in 300. He's that big fucking mongoloid monster that is chain. He's in like in those chains that break out to fight the Spartans. That's the guy
Right.
that was in. He was in WWF. He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So like he's still doing movies. So like that's awesome. Like he was also in that movie Polar, which is like a John Wick ripoff. He's like one of the bad guys in that one, which I think it's a Netflix movie.
Okay. Rosalia said, I bet she was getting them more than him. Like, oh, zing. Zodiac, you might be right,
Yeah.
dude. A bad BJ is still a BJ, right? Can't complain. At least somebody was willing, right?
Well, if you want a good blowjob, one of my aunts, she had missing teeth, or she had dentures. So I remember my brother being like, "Well, at least our uncle gets good head." I was like so disgusted, but it was funny.
Family values at their best.
Only in my family.
Rosie, unless you get bit. I mean, I don't know, man. My face is kind of hurting in here from laughing too much in the past couple of days. It's starting to hurt like right here. So.
Yeah, my temples are starting to hurt. Like, oh shit.
Oh.
But the air pressure here keeps changing, so that's why I keep getting cluster headaches and shit.
Buttocks me this, buttock me that. Zodiac, watch the teeth or you're gonna be leaving without them. Right in the kisser. Right straight to the moon, Alice. The gum job. Give me the gums, give me the gums, give me the gums. All right, Chester. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us here as usual. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow night or Thursday.
Yeah, have a good night, Chester.
Have a good night, Chester.
Kind of makes you wonder why they're keeping this guy alive, even though they probably can't kill him anyway. But they're still talking about the footy game and how they're missing it. You know, the whole movie they keep bitching about missing that soccer game.
The footy gang.
And the one girl's like, I didn't even know there was a game on.
This guy out here in the woods, you know, they could have had that kid Lucas Black, you know, playing, you know, with his southern accent. All right, you bastards, you know, you know, like with his kid voice, like in Sling Blade, you know, and like, it'd be hilarious.
Oh, dude, I was just about to mention that. Like, it's like you read my mind. Like, holy shit!
I like the way like, I like the way you wolves howl, you know.
Shit. It got no gas in it.
Yeah.
You got no gas in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That guy's name is Spoon. That's awesome.
Yeah. Spoonie. Dude, that's some scary ass shit, dude. Fucking big ass werewolves in this.
What's also like cool about their POV is that you see when they look through that black and white POV, it looks like it's daylight outside.
Right, because
Like,
the colors are so inverted that the bright colors are dim and the you know the brighter colors are darker. Or wait, no, the other way around. I fucked that up. Sorry. But yeah, that's what inverted really means.
That's so cool, man. Like,
Yeah, I like how they're using the camera flash to fuck with the werewolves. The giant flash is fucking with their vision.
giving it epilepsy.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It shoot his guy's head off with the neck.
Yeah.
That's vicious.
All right, the guy's still alive. Great sound effects in this.
Now this is where the finales, where we're getting to almost to the finale, where it's getting action packed now.
Right. I think we got like 30 or 35 minutes left here, but yeah, it's really full throttle from here on out. Oh yeah. This is where the guy's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go face to face with this fucking wolf.
Rosalita,
That's
the Terrence
similar to
Stamp
Dennis
is
Nedry.
1 hour 13.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a couple
That's
seconds
how
behind,
Dennis-
but I'm in the ballpark.
Yeah. That's how that Dennis dude died in Jurassic Park. Where he's like in the truck is moving and shit. Where he's eaten by that dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah, with the shaving cream can. Such a, like, I mean, it's a good character in that movie, but like, what a fucking Nimrod fucking dumbass that fucking guy was in that movie.
The Dennis character from Jurassic Park.
What?
Are you talking about the Dennis guy from Jurassic Park? The fat dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's an idiot.
I know. He said, but you could see that his character is driven by greed.
When he gets all that like tar or whatever the fuck it is spit in his face, though. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It just needed that. Hello, Newman. You know.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta get a refill.
Yeah, you know the detail why the dinosaur attacks him? It's because his own fucked up is that he put his hoodie up and he resembled like a dinosaur, like the thing that opens his fucking head and shit. He thought it resembled like another one. So like that was a detail where he fucked up and put his hoodie up.
Right.
That's why that's the real reason why that dinosaur attacks it, because he thinks that's another bastard that is trying to be dominant at him. So like that was like cool detail right there.
I'm not somebody that knows werewolf movies, so I have to say, Juno, thank you for this pick, because it was a treat for me to watch this for the first time earlier. I really liked it. The design of the werewolves, everything. It was really exciting to watch. So thank you.
And even no problem, Jen. Yeah, I even like that it even delivers action part of it, because it's like you get action there and there, but it's also like building up to the last act where they do save the best for last, which is the mayhem.
Absolutely. I think that they're badass looking, because they are tall and menacing with the long fingernails and the eyes. Like this movie is really fun for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was very fast paced, lots of action. I don't know. In that way, I think you and me are in sync, because I like to have that kind of action consistently. I thought this movie was great. So thank you.
Yeah, because it's like similar to like Aliens and Phantasm 2 and From Dusk to Dawn, because that's like another mythical movie. It has vampires, where vampires and werewolves don't like each other.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just want to say it's a great pick, and thank you, because I never knew about this movie, so I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I like to see these kind of movies, like werewolf movies or even monster movies too. It's just I could label it as a bit of a creature feature because they are monsters.
Yeah. I just so respect you, Juno. Every time I watch a review of yours, I'm like, he's absolutely right. That is a piece of shit. It's garbage.
Yeah,
you
like
always tell it like it is.
Yeah,
You really do.
yeah, like those Halloween sequels. Those are piece of shit. Like after the first Halloween movie, they suck ass. Like they did like Newborn, and they did like some New Moon shit or some shit. I don't know. They had like new titles for it, and they have Reborn, which I heard that was the last piece of shit one.
I love everything you have to say. And then obviously regarding like the Chucky movies, I love that you call him Don Fettuccine. I died laughing off my chair the first time I heard that.
Yeah. And that dude is a hack.
Yeah.
People overhyped him, saying that he's a great filmmaker.
No, he's not. He owes a lot to Tom Holland, at least for the first film.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what else that he's done is notable? Nothing.
I know.
Absolutely nothing.
Just directing 3 forgettable piece of shit Chucky movies.
Yeah, on top of that already, it's just like, guys, just so...
He does nothing.
Yeah, like Curse. Like I'll admit, I did not mind when I first saw it, but after seeing it, I think the shit sucked. Like it was just boring. very overhyped bullshit. And they said, "Oh, the prequel stuff was awesome." It made no fucking sense. How the fuck did he kidnap Nika's mom while she's pregnant, and then he ends up getting killed at the fucking toy store? Like that's supposed to connect that bullshit.
See,
And
that's
even
just
the
how
wig
over
looks
the
fucking
top.
bad.
That's
Even
just
the
how
wig
over
of
the top and ridiculous that movie is. You can't
yeah,
make any fucking entertaining sense out of it. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, I
yeah,
just, I mean, this is how I am with a lot of horror franchises. It's just the first couple movies that do it for me, and it's the
yeah.
same situation with Chucky.
And they gave Brad Dourif a piece of shit black long hair wig that looked like dog shit.
Wait, are we talking about in Curse?
Yeah, where he has that shitty hair in the prequel, black and white
Cover
prequel
up
setting.
because he's so much older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the wounded guy is a werewolf, so now they're going after him.
Yeah, and they do a good job at concealing that. You really don't see that coming with him turning into a werewolf. At least I didn't when I first saw this.
Now he's stabbing him with the Highlander sword. There can only be one.
Yeah, and it's the werewolf's not phased by the sword. He just keeps walking around with it. It's just sticking out of his chest. I like the idea of using the burning log as a weapon. It's just sticking it into them, burning them. Like, it's not something you see all the time in movies.
Yep.
The more this movie goes along, there's so many things that just hint at Predator, like the original '87 movie. But also while not ripping the movie off. Like it's just, I don't think it stands out as like a straightforward rip off of Predator. It's just very influenced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now they're trying to gather up all the silver they can find in this lodge or whatever they call that shit in Scotland. Oh my God, Silver Vibrator Bullet. I'd watch that one. Silver Vibrator Bullet. It's Rosalia. Fuck me. Everything all right over there, Jen?
Yeah, no, I'm just mocking you.
Okay, all right. I'm like, fuck, did I do something wrong?
No, you did nothing wrong. Everyone, I'm the sane one. He's nuts.
I'll agree to that. I'm out of my damn mind.
Yep.
Somebody's got to be, right?
I mean, I can be too, but we'll go with you're nuts and I'm sane. Supposedly.
It's, it happens to the best of us, right? The 2 live Jews. Tex, what the fuck?
That's for real. That's for real.
All right. My face has got to stop hurting over here. It's got to eventually stop.
And that's how I was last night. I felt like the Joker. Like my face was just.
We've been talking about. Yeah, we've been talking about vibrators and Don Fagaccini.
Isn't there an Amityville? Isn't there an Amityville vibrator? Isn't there an Amityville vibrator movie? I think. I swear to God, I've heard of that before.
Something like that.
Shit.
I know that. What's his name? Cool Doucher. Did Amityville Karen or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. The cool dude or whatever his name is. Hey, Sean C. Phillips here. This is where he's explaining to him, like, you know, you need to keep going forward because I'm not going to be. Okay. Take your time.
Amityville Vibrator. I think that would be fun. I think that is a movie. I don't know because they come out with all this shit. Even Amityville in Space, Amityville in the Hood, Amityville Theater.
I don't know if you guys got your packages from Johnny over at the Wild Guys. I forgot to mention this earlier in the
I
stream,
did.
but yeah, I got mine in the mail today, and like I'm not exactly sure what it is. And like I was saying that to him, I was like, I don't know what it is, but I'll open it up. It'll be a surprise. And his response was, "It's 4 used vibrators." I was like, "Fuck, all right,
No,
4 used vibrators."
I know what it is because well he told me, but before that mine was kind of not ripped or anything, but I could kind of see inside it what it was, and
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna wait and open mine on Christmas, you know. So
Shit, I wasn't thinking that. I might just do that myself. Just wait till Christmas to open it up, and I mean, I'll do a quick video on it to acknowledge it. But
you should be
just
you should yeah Juno should be getting one too. So
Yeah, Johnny texted me about it. So like, hopefully it come like tomorrow because I'm gonna go to the mail tomorrow.
Dude, I think you'll have it tomorrow. But like, even Jen got one.
Sorry.
That's all
While
right.
I had a problem, I changed the name.
Welcome back.
Shit. But yeah, Jen's got a package coming her way. She should have hers on
I don't even
Friday.
know if I can hear you guys.
Can you hear
me?
Hello.
Now I can hear you.
It was awesome to actually get a package, you know, from Satan, you know, and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it did say that on there.
At least it was from him, not Don Pagaccini.
I love you, Juno. That is just perfect. But yeah.
Yeah, Russell. That was like
I'm gonna see if I can.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I get the package tomorrow. But usually, like when I get stuff here, like it takes a week. Like I know when you send stuff, Sean, like it usually like because like California's a bit away, so, like usually it takes like a week or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
So yeah, I really think you'll have
something there tomorrow.
I think you'll have it tomorrow. If not, maybe by Friday. Yep. Who knows? Any day now, really.
Yeah.
Damn. Light them fuckers up. That is a fucking intense one. And, you know, this is all before, you know, all the digital things really, you know, took off and went into place. That's a real fire explosion, you know? There's no fake fucking CGI fire about that.
Yeah. It's real fucking practical fire.
Yeah, that's another good line too. I love a posh bird that talks dirty. In that moment you're about to die, it's one thing you're thinking about. Is that Jew Satan Claus? Oh God, you guys are fucking my face out. Stop it. Wow.
I never meant to.
You shame out shite.
You may think they're all bitches, but
Being nice to women will get you nowhere. Being nice to me will get you killed. You may think they're all bitches, but I'm the real thing.
I mean, I feel like this moment kind of leaves like the viewer to be like, well, who else is a fucking werewolf at this point?
Right.
Yeah. And she was the one that saved them from that fucking attack when they were in the middle of the forest. About to
Right.
be chopped by them.
But it's like almost like the only reason why she did that is to lead them in the way, and lead them down the path that she wants them to go to, And then the line of "it's that time of the month," tops it off right there.
Now hell's breaking loose right here.
Yeah, this
Two
is
Mongoloid.
it's wall to wall carnage from here on out.
Two Mongoloid werewolves on the loose. Oh my! Grenade or gas.
Johnny come lately, the Jew kid in town. Zodiac.
Jew kids on the block.
Texas, this will be a private joke, but I am going to talk to you later about who should be like a New Kids on the Block. Sean,
Okay.
you must know what I'm talking about. You do.
It's tearing up my heart. Oh, no, that's in sync, I think.
Like, I want Texas to know the joke. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
don't
you
leave.
know.
Don't leave tonight then.
Well, no, I that's
Yeah.
all Sean. I don't know if I'm gonna say it, but
Well,
I'm
no,
trying to say that. I'm trying to say that
afterwards.
for the next time when I stream with this particular individual. So
fuck it. I would call him out on it. Trust me, because we all love this person, but it's just funny.
yeah, it's like, what's your motive? What are you up to?
I'm a
What's your
ball
true
buster.
intentions? Nah, we like that. We like to have harmless fun with friends,
It is. It's funny to me.
I know. I love it too when you bring it
Damn,
to
the
my
guy-
attention on like other pictures I haven't seen.
Wow.
So.
I just want to, just chill on a couch like that too.
Yeah.
I want a portrait like that.
But yeah, that scene there where like that dude's just wilding out, stabbing the shit out of that wolf, and the werewolf's not fazed by the stabbing at all. It's a good scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's just stabbing the fuck out of it. Like it's not even like it's like he's puncturing the crap out of the werewolf.
Yeah, and there's blood going
Holy
everywhere, and the wolf's just like, "What are you doing?" Like kind of like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing? That's not gonna stop me."
Yeah. Now he's using everything as a weapon. Like he's going fucking mayhem and carnage. He doesn't give a shit. He just grabs something to fight the werewolf.
Now, speaking of werewolves, how do you guys feel about the Jack Nicholson movie Wolf?
It's not bad.
Have you guys
I never seen it.
I've seen it.
Now, I haven't seen it since the 90s, and when that came out in the 90s, with me being at a young age, it's just something that just didn't stick well with me. So I really would like to go back and watch that because I think I would have a different point of view on it nowadays. But that line just came by. I hope I give you the shit, you wimp.
I like it. I was a kid and I saw it in West Virginia with my grandfather because he owned a drive-in. So I got to see it
Wow.
like firsthand, like when it opened up and like center row, and I thought it was a great movie.
That sounds, I mean, just the fact that you knew somebody that close in your family that ran a drive-in, like, holy shit, that's really cool.
He would send us like all the new movie posters and stuff. So, oh God, I can't wait. I would love to show you, like, my dad's movie room is like all posters from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, like, because we had all that because of my grandfather owning a drive-in. It was so much fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That sounds really, wow. That's interesting
They
stuff.
are all movie people. I'm the only idiot that's learning, but they all love movies so much.
Yeah, well, it's Jen, you got to give yourself some credit because it's not for lack of trying. That's for sure. So we can't see them all, and we're getting around to, seeing some movies with you and whatever, first time watches. And I don't ever get on people's shit about that. It's movies are just meant to have fun with, and you just watch them when you can, and you pick out the ones that stand out the most to you, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the snob. I'm the one that gets on people's backs. No, I'm kidding.
But I mean, I'm cool with you, Texas, right? We can hang with my
Of course.
lack of knowledge. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell mentioned Hal. That's another good. It's a British werewolf film. That's a great one.
Isn't that an early 2000s one, like 2006?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
these
remember
people are on
picking
a
that one up
train.
at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree had that one. That's how I ended up seeing it. But yeah, it's a decent one, especially for, considering it's in that modern age there, the early 2000s. But I mean, like, my personal opinion, I don't think there's a lot of good werewolf movies out there. There's a lot of them, but is there really a lot of them that have really good rewatchable value to it? My personal opinion, there's probably just about over 5 of them.
Yeah, this is one of them, Dog Soldiers.
I really like this one.
Yeah, I would put this in the category of, one that I want to rewatch. That's for sure. But, like, I mean, I like movies like The Howling, Werewolf in London, all that stuff. Like, but I mean, more people really need to be recognized with Wolfen. That's one that's a big one for me. But I mean, Silver Bullet, that's something I grew up with too. A lot of you guys know that one. But I just, when you try to do research on werewolf movies, at least from my point of view, I just feel like there could be more good ones out there. It's just really not. But I mean, that's another reason why I'm glad you did this one here tonight, Juno, is because the fact that we haven't really covered a werewolf movie yet, or even just on my channel. So we're finally doing a werewolf movie here tonight between us.
Yeah.
You know what, Rosalia? I don't think I've seen that. I've heard of it though. What it's called? Where? WER. I've heard of it, but I have not seen that one.
I think I've seen it, but I don't remember.
What year is that one though? I'm trying to figure that out. 2013, I think that says there. It's a horror action film, so it has the action element there, and it's got fairly decent ratings on it, but yeah, I have not seen that one. I've heard of it, and I think I do remember seeing a trailer, but that's one that I forgot about, though. Thanks for mentioning that one, Rosalia. Silver bullshit. Text.
Now that dude's transforming, and he's sacrificing himself because he cut the gas line.
Right. Dude, I love those yellow contacts, man.
Big ass explosion.
Yeah.
I miss
And
movies like
yeah,
that.
nothing computer graphic about that explosion.
They destroyed that fucking house.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know for sure, but that looked like a real, like a historic house, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It looked like a real location house, and they decided, like, well, I guess this thing's abandoned. Let's use it for the movie and blow it to shit.
Yep.
But where are we at here? Oh wow, we're almost done here. Okay.
Yeah, all these dead bodies hanging around.
Yeah, very gruesome.
Ah, fuck, one more mongoloid. Licking your
he's
balls.
tired, man. He still got that sword in his chest.
Oh, that's to do with the Highlander sword, with Douglas MacArthur's sword stuck in his chest. Oh,
Yo,
his
he's
teeth are
taking-
going to the sword.
Yeah, that's a rough part right there, man. Oof. Oh.
Even the dog's helping out too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's just a part of a dog's nature, you know. Especially when you have another dog. That dog ain't gonna sit there and just watch everything happen. And now this is where the silver letter opener comes into play from the beginning of the movie. Jams it right in his chest.
It's all over his head now. Boom! Headshot.
But I just love how that's how they incorporate the silver in this movie. They don't go with the typical silver bullet. They decide to change that up and be creative. So they go with a silver letter opener with the honeymooners in the beginning of the movie that were camping and attacked by werewolves. That is really creative, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude survived from hell to high water and killed the
I think he deserves the title of ultimate badass. He just survived the impossible, and yeah, that's such a fucking great movie, it really is. But good job here tonight, with scheduling this one. It's a really good job. I haven't seen this in a while, so
that's cool. They're showing still photos of the movie during the end credits. And then
I love that whole newspaper deal because it has the football game on the thing. He scored. Werewolves ate my platoon.
Yeah, England 5, Germany 1. It's shit. We're on the front page with the footy.
Yeah, the footy. They wanted to go to see the footy instead of fighting the werewolves.
Yeah, I had a good time seeing this one again. Thanks for scheduling this one here tonight, Gino.
Good. Yeah, because I like these kind of movies. Like, I know, was it Jen? She said she wants to do From Dusk Till Dawn. Like, whatever which one want to do that. That's a good movie we would like to do.
Yeah, even if you want to go ahead and schedule that on your channel, I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, for Texas, I'm just as long as it's not Child's Play 5 or Halloween 7. I'm sure Texas is on board, right?
Yeah.
Or any Don fettuccine, unless you're actually going to cook fettuccine. That's good.
Yeah, I'd rather eat fettuccine than see Fagoccinis.
American Werewolf in Paris. That's one I like to forget about.
Oh yeah, the sequel to the London movie.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people like that one, but for me, I forget it really exists though. But yeah. So tomorrow night we'll be right back at it again with the holiday horror. Right? We'll be watching Better Watch
Yep.
Out, the 2016 movie on Texas's channel at the usual time.
Yeah.
Right? 10 p.m. or 10:15. I think we'll be starting.
Yeah. 10:15, 9:15.
Yeah, yeah, 10:15 Eastern time, 9:15 Central time, right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
the following
Oh,
night,
wait.
Thursday, we'll be watching Silent Night, Deadly Night, since you know, the old channel's terminated, and so we did that movie last year. But you know, the movie is 40 years old this year, and you know, it's no better time to watch Silent Night, Deadly Night than now during the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all you guys got to plug in. We'll just Better Watch Out tomorrow. So I'm not getting that ready for Friday or Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. We don't have anything on Friday, so we're gonna go with Thursday and Sunday. Sunday will be Christmas Evil.
Oh man, I can't wait.
I know, dude. Like, that's a movie I haven't done before, and it is my favorite holiday movie, Christmas Evil.
This guy, there's this guy Ryan who's on Gizmo's channel. With us when we do the Something's Rotten, and he's hilarious. He had never seen that, and so that was one of his movies that he watched and reviewed. And so, you know, I asked him. I said, "Well, I got to ask you a question. You know, did you, you know, at the end, do you think that he's actually Santa Claus?" And he's like, "Wow, you know, that's a good point because, you know, he goes, I think, yeah, you know, you're right. He kind of does turn into Santa Claus at the end, sort of."
See, like, yeah, it does. Like, there's really no wrong response to that, but I just think it is kind of in his head. Like, you know, like, oh, this is the fantasy delusion I'm going with here, but yeah, it's the fact that the guy is so committed to the holiday, and he gets so ticked off when other people are not into the holiday as much as him, and it grows on him. It becomes such a negative thing that it makes him act out in a negative way. But like a lot of people will be like, you know, I like the movie up until the end. Like, oh, shut the fuck up, man. But you know,
Yeah,
it's not all.
that's another hill that I'll die on. You know, I hate that kind of shit. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, I've seen plenty of movies where, yeah, the ending does suck, but I mean, that movie to me can do no wrong. You know, people think, oh, it's boring and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's kind of a slow burn to get to where it is. You know, I don't think, you know, it's a bad movie at all. I mean, it's become actually one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah, it's easily mine. Like, I mean, for a while there, I probably had trouble identifying exactly which one's my favorite, but you know, just with multiple watches with that, it's just a damn near perfect holiday movie for me. And yeah, the end is a bit bizarre, but I think it's very fitting because there's a lot of bizarre, crazy shit that happens in that movie. There's no better way to end it, but we're not going to spoil all that.
Right.
We'll wait till
Especially
that
though,
screen
like,
goes on.
Yep.
you know, it's John Waters' favorite Christmas film. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, you know? Shit.
Yeah, it's definitely some it's good influence right there to get you. I mean, if you're familiar with John Waters and you like his movies, that should be enough to get you off your seat and see it. But yeah, other than that,
But
though,
yeah,
thank you to everybody in the chat for hanging out here tonight.
yeah, yep.
It
Yeah,
was
thank
great.
you everybody for. Yeah, this is a badass fucking movie, man. Like, this is up there with Aliens, Phantasm 2. Like these movies deliver kick-ass action, and it's none of that CGI bullshit where, oh, we gotta CGI the gun shootings or the CGI the fire effects or the effects of the creatures. No, it's all fucking practical. Like, some people may think that the werewolf effects on this may look like wooden or cheesy, but to me they look good. Like, it's none of that fake horse shit where it has to it really has to look all fast and CGI bullshit. Like I'm like the practical effects on the word looks good, and it delivers a lot of mayhem throughout. Like, and it's a rewatchability of a werewolf movie. Like it's not like disappointing or it's like boring as shit. Like it's very action packed from start to finish.
It is
Especially
action.
the last act.
I think
great kills.
Yeah. I think to like sum that up is more like it's just such a raw and almost realistic experience because of the fact that this was a movie that was made before the digital age really took off. You know, this was about really at the end of traditional filmmaking in 2002 when this came out. And to me, it just stands out so much of how they were able to make such a good movie on such a low amount of money. Which is why I just say sometimes, like, just imagine if they had a Hollywood budget. This movie would be it would be even better, probably.
Or even more kills, too. Like, adding it,
Yeah.
But thanks to this movie, this got this director to direct The Descent, which everybody loved that movie. And we would like to do that as a watch party one day.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie put him on the map as a recognizable director. People started to take notice after seeing this. Like, yeah, this guy can make a fucking movie on pennies. Like, holy shit. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
Wolfman Jagoff. Hey, what's up there, Wolfman Jagoff?
When I was a kid, I used to could do a really good impression of Wolfman Jack. I haven't tried it in years, but that was because I always used to watch the midnight special every week, you know, and stuff.
I like him in Motel Hell when he's going up to the cop. He's like, "Oh, give me that Porto mag. I will dispose of it properly." And then he goes and looks at it. And he's like, "Oh Jesus! Jesus.
Oh yeah!
Oh Jesus, help me!" But
that's a good movie. Motel Hell.
Yeah,
it is.
A fun one.
Here's my thing. I love that movie. It's so like fun and zany. But like there is certain things towards the end where it's like, yo, the logic just got thrown out the window with these people coming back out of the graves. Like that's why it's fun though, you know, like if you could just turn your brain off and not be so serious with that, you should have a good time with it.
Yeah. Fun movie. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good time. Checking out this movie. Did you enjoy this movie, Jen?
I loved it. It was great. Thank you so much, Juno, because I don't know any werewolf movies other than Silver Bullet, which is lame, but I absolutely loved it. I watched it earlier and it was great. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, like there are some like at least it's not Twilight shit.
I can't watch that shit. I'm sorry.
God.
I'm good.
The only shit I can watch with Twilight is I go on YouTube and I watch that giant battle scene where it's like the wolves against the vampires, and it's just the most lame bullshit ever. But the only reason why I like to watch that is because it makes me laugh at how terrible it is.
I don't know.
Other than that,
Maybe Sean's like a secret fan of Twilight and we don't know it. I'm just kidding.
Maybe I hang out with a particular person and I listen to boy band music too, you know?
Yeah.
Hubba.
One of your close friends is like a boy band member, so.
Just for you, Jen, I'm gonna do this, you know, but you know, I shouldn't, but I will.
Hit the solo, Judah.
Yeah, I'll put the solo.
I gotta compose myself because I'm gonna start cracking up. But like, step by step, oh gravy, gonna buy another chicken tonight.
I love it.
Something unexpected.
Oh my God, I am not worthy. You're amazing. That was great. I love it.
Actually, the Lemonheads did a cover of Step by Step, and it's fucking great. So it's so good.
I might have that stuck in my head for the rest of the night now.
But yeah, this was a great night. Thank you all for stopping by with the CWO. Of Gino 2000, Sean at Cinephile Sanity, Texas at Hartford 1965, and Jen at Villainous Vixen. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for Better Watch Out over on Texas channel. And have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Hi, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Exactly what is it we're fighting against?
Lycanthropes.
That's werewolves to you and me.
You came here because of them, right?
This was supposed to be a routine training exercise, and that's all.
Quick to survival lies not in running and hiding. Salvage whatever weapons you can find and stand to.
Shut down the generator.
Why would they do that?
Because they can see in the dark.
And you're afraid of it.
There was only supposed to be one! He tore them to pieces! It's in front of my eyes!
Honestly, what are our chances?
So, if Little Red Riding Hood should show up with a bazooka and a bad attitude, I expect you to chin the bitch.
You're bloody loving this, aren't you?
Terry, while you're at it, stick the kettle on. Could all do with a brew.